All right, guys, good morning. Massive fine here. So based on the requests and questions I've been getting so far, based on the recent posts I made on LinkedIn and Twitter. So this is just me trying to do a quick video to explain what I mean or my thought process for bringing up a PRD before actually writing the smart contracts. Now, as a smart contract developer and auditor, I love to have my PRD first before writing the code. So writing and auditing the code is actually the last thing I do. Reason being that if you have a PRD, it's going to give you an insight that is going to give you a tailored roadmap to actually know how to go about implementing the functions and logic. So PRD is like it's like your guide. So it's going to help you so that you are building a system in line with what you want. Get now, also when you in terms of auditing and gas optimization, your PRD is going to help you to understand how everything works under the hood. So when you have a PRD, it actually simplifies the whole process. Then above having a PRD, you also need to understand the protocol you want to work on, even while drafting your PRD. Now, another thing I want you to know is that PRD, they are not castles. Reason being, what I mean is that now this is the PRD I have, even though I'm still adding to this as the development goes now, I will be adding on this PRD and also removing things that are not necessary. But for now, this is just like a tentative PRD for a quick start. Yes. So you need to know the protocol you want to work on, how you work on that. Take for instance, if you want to implement ERC20 token in your project, you need to understand how ERC20 token works, because you'll be factored that in drafting your PRD. Then if you want to work on a DeFi protocol, you also need to know how the DeFi works. You need to understand how DeFi works, because that will help you in drafting your PRD. Because it's from your PRD, you now define your function, define the methods, define your structures, how everything is going to work. Again. So PRD is very, very essential. So like if you watch my project structure, I have the front end and I have the smart contracts. Good. So this is going to be a full stack dApp. But for now, my front end folder is still empty. So for now, I'm focusing on the smart contract. Reason being that I want to get the smart contract ready first, because it's from the smart contract that I'm going to know how the UI is going to be. Yes, I focus more on the logic first. Then I now know the functions, the things I should be calling on my front end. Yes. So, and it all boils down to your PRD. So you need to have a good PRD. It's going to simplify the whole process for you. Now, for this particular project, I just started working on it. So this just, okay, let me take you through some of the contract. So this is an ERC20 token, yes. So using the Open Zeppelin standard. So it's an ERC20 token, yes. So this like, for those of you that understand DeFi, how DeFi works, lending and borrowing and the rest. Yes, so this like the receipt token gets that once a user brings their resources to the pool for recycling, so this receipt token will be minted for them. So once you deposit, this mint function will be called upon successful deposit. Yeah, this mint function will be, so this is going to be an external function. Yes, so there is an external function in the pool that is going to call this. There is an external function in the pool, in the EcoDrive pool, that is going to call this mint token function for you upon successful deposit. So it be minted to your address. Yeah, to be minted to your address. Now, this burn function is what is going to burn the function, take it as a supply. That is when you now want to redeem the receipt that was given to you. So let me show you the EcoDrive pool. Okay, so this is like, where is the deposit? Okay, so this is the deposit function. So if you see that in the deposit function, now we have the main function. So this is where we are now calling the main function. Now, this is not the final code base. This is just the code base I've implemented based on some features as specified in the PRD. Now, I'm not done with the PRD yet, but I need to just draft something to get started. The PRD can change as my development process goes on, but I just want to have a structure first that will give me an insight. Then, yeah. So, and also this code base definitely will change because I've not done auditing and gas optimization. So this is just me trying to make sure that first of all the functions I have my PR, all the features as specified in my PR, I implement it first before thinking of the auditing and optimization. So this is going to be the now this is where the bond function will be called. So when you now want to redeem your receipt back. So this is where the bond function will be called. And upon that, okay. And also for now, for the design system, we want to make use of USDC wallet. So we want to be able to convert your receipts to USDC. So upon sign up, you are going to provide us with your USDC wallets. So as you want to redeem, you get. So as you're redeeming, the resource will be transferred to your USDC wallet. So I'm seeing as we progress, I'll see implement the Oracle that we get the price fit for the conversion so that okay, you have so amount of resource. Okay, this is the equivalent in USD. So once you know that, so it's from the wallet provided that the assets will be transferred to you upon calling the redeem receipt. Yeah, so this is just a quick intro. Yes, so there is not much on the code base at the moment, but as the development process progresses, I'll be giving you updates. And also when I start the front end and the integration, I also give you updates. Now, for those that we actually want to understand how I do my integration yet, because one thing is understanding how to write a smart contract. Another thing is to understand, okay, the function defined in your smart contract. How will it appear on the front end? You get. So how we use, maybe if you are accepting input from a user, so how we structure it and make sure that what you're accepting is actually what is defined on the function. Say, for instance, if the function in the smart contract is taking in an address and you are sending in a number as an address, it might not really work. You get, even though it might go, but it might not actually give you anything on chain. Yes, so this part of what we look at when I go into the integration, show you, okay, I'm calling this redeem function. So this redeem function is supposed to accept this input from user. This is the type of input you should accept. And also I'm using TypeScript here. So to make sure that the type I'm getting from the user or from the front end is actually the type as specified in the smart contract. So more of that when we enter the integration. Cheers.